All right, all right. Okay, that was going on already. I pray there will not be any fuck up. All right. All right. So now you just go through the train. Let me start the presentation, and I think I might off my own camera now, so I won't be distracting you. But let me put the presentation on now. Tonight I want to talk mainly on domain. It is very important. Like I said yesterday, domain is very important. Domain is very important. When you know domain, because for CMS websites, this WordPress we want to learn. Yesterday I had a colleague of mine talk to us about other means of making a website. Let me just do a recap on that. We talk about other means of making a website, and okay, and I think this is it here. These are the logo of many ways to build a website. And can you all see my mouse? Can you see my mouse moving? Can someone?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So what they actually use to program this WordPress that we'll be using for this training is PHP. So now, I told you that I started learning website through coding, right? And the coding I learned was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These three, when you know these three, you can create any website. These three are, when you know this coding, hey, you are a guru already. You are a front-end developer. When you know this three, you are a front-end developer. Allow me to come back, and I need to up my camera. I don't want to distract you with my camera, so that I can only focus on the presentation. Okay, my camera is off now. All right. Okay, so HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you know this thing, you are a front-end developer. HTML, like my colleague said yesterday, HTML will help you to mostly, let me just put it in simple language. If anything you want to type, that you want to type out, that you want people to read out on your website, you use HTML to create that, right? HTML will help you with headlines, the font size, all those things. You want it to be big and all that. And HTML, there are things that you do with HTML that will help you with your search engine, because all these things are very important. The headline, the paragraph, and all that is the HTML that you can use to do that. Now, when we are talking about designing, if you want to design your website, the colors you want to give it, the font, actually, the font's going to go. Sorry, I talked about font here. No, this HTML is not for font, actually, but you can use it for headlines, indicate that this, what I'm writing here is headline, all right? What I'm writing here is paragraph, I need space and all that. HTML will help you with that. CSS will help you with design, the colors you want, how you want it to show. If you want this thing to be switching colors, maybe when someone click on it, from green it will change to red or whatever color you want. You use CSS to design that. And JavaScript help you with reactions, movement, like you are doing a countdown on the website now. JavaScript is what we use to create that. So all these things work together. You have to know how to put them, how to make sure they are connected. In coding those days, when you make any mistake in coding, you may have code like 3,000 words or something like that, and there's an error somewhere. It will be very difficult for you you have to sit down and check everything. But now we have some software, like I said yesterday, there's the Visual Studio Code. If you use it to code your website, you will be able to, it will indicate to you, it will put some red line where there are errors, so you can easily see those errors and check your website if everything is correct there. All right, so for WordPress now, what they use to create, so if you have all this knowledge, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, doesn't automatically mean that when you get a WordPress website, you can use this knowledge and make some maneuvers in WordPress. No. you need to have further knowledge on how to actually add this to the WordPress, because WordPress itself was created with PHP. This is what they use to create any theme in WordPress. If you don't know what theme is, you still get there. You will talk about that. I'm sorry I didn't put theme and all these things in my handout. You know, this this thing is actually for free, and I have to choose time and do. If I start telling you what the challenge I had before having this meeting tonight, now another story again. So I didn't spend enough time to create these handouts. I don't know, in the future I will try to make it wider than this, but I want to create something very simple that people will be able to read, because I know, sorry if I offend anybody, when free things come like this, people are lazy when it's free. I've experienced this very well. When people don't spend money on many things, they are too lazy, and I don't want to waste my effort. That's why I'm saying this meeting, this lecture will determine what will come next. The success of this lecture will determine what will come next. If I actually find some serious people at the end of this lecture, it's possible we improve and do some things that will actually help others. But one of the plans is that I will create more YouTube videos that will help people, that people can always go back to and check what's up and understand a lot of things and follow steps and all that, because I know it's not everybody that have it in mind of jotting as I'm talking right now. So it's not everybody that have that chance, so they can always come back and check these things. So WordPress is created with PHP, and if you don't understand PHP, even I myself don't understand PHP, but while working with WordPress, I've got to understand some things there. And but there's a way, there are plugins you can put on WordPress that will help you to add HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it will react. It will actually, there's a way it will help you that it will react with this PHP code, and it will do what you want it to do. So that is that. But before we get to that stage, we have to take it step by step. So I don't want to go too deep in that. And now let me tell you something. You don't have any pressure in going to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you have the time to learn it, is okay. But anybody will advise you, if you want to learn it, you should spend at least 6 months learning. HTML alone, it will take at least 1 month to learn and study very well. You can go and check these things online. Go and check Google LinkedIn, LinkedIn Learning. You go and check, they will tell you that it's better to learn these things stage by stage. Is there any issue? Someone on mute and I'm hearing noise now. Please, can you mute your mic if there's nothing wrong? Janet, are you there? Hello, Janet, are you there? That's my PA. So
yes,
okay,
yes.
Janet, please. If right now I'm only seeing my screen because I have to be checking the presentation. So if anybody drop a comment or a complaint or anything, send it to my WhatsApp so I will get the notification immediately. Yeah. So thank you. All right. Thank you. So I don't want to be disturbed by too much. So that's why I have to concentrate on this. All right. So. That's about that. So let's just go to the next step. So he talked about the coding and all that. As if you go through this, I already sent it to the group chat, so you can always go through it. So I'm just showing you that this WordPress, don't gonna be bragging outside that you know everything about websites if you don't know all these things. You must know that there are so many ways to build a website. Some clients are over savvy. They will ask you, what do you want to use to build my website? Some clients don't care because they don't even know how to build a website. They don't know anything about the website. They just want something looking good, like what they've seen before somewhere. So, but for some clients or if you want to work with a company, you need to know all these things. They will interview you. They want to know your knowledge about the website in general and all that. So it's very important to know that there are many ways to building websites. And these are some of the ways. You code from the scratch, use a CMS system, or you use a website builder, use e-commerce platform. E-commerce platform now is, let me explain this, because I actually created something that Divine e-commerce, CMS, and website builder. I created it for better explanation for everybody to understand the connection between these three. But I forgot to actually add it to this stuff. So forgive me on that. Maybe later I will redo that because I'm very very busy now, especially with personal work and other things. All right, so you need to know all these things. E-commerce website, and let me quickly explain this thing because many people that are planning on making money with website, you need to actually know this. E-commerce website is a website that helps for small business owners. Even big business now use them, but it depends on the platform they are using. WordPress is one of the largest capacity platform that can take a lot of products. No, it's because e-commerce website is a website that they use for selling. Let me just use that simple English. For selling, for buying and selling, where people like Jumia, all this stuff. You want to create a website where there will be transaction like that. You need an e-commerce website. It is an e-commerce website where you sell clothes, sell bags, sell anything. That's the e-commerce website. So when you have a customer having a shop, want to display things on the shop, and people can come and buy and make payment on that website, the customer is telling you to build an e-commerce website for them. So understand, all these terms are very important. Even some of your clients may not know what is e-commerce, but some do. I had a client from USA one day, and he immediately, or the clients I had before that then don't even know anything. It's just for me to open website for them. But the customer was like, "What platform are you using? What are you using to build the e-commerce website and all that?" The way she was talking, I knew she would know what she was talking about. It was after then I realized that she already owned a website for her business in USA. She just wanted another one for a business in Nigeria. So for people like that already know what they want, you need to know all these terms. You need to know. You ask them, do you want an e-commerce website? Do you just want a website that display your business? Do you just want like a portfolio? You need to be able to talk very well to clients. I know we are building a church website here, but I just feel like sharing this general knowledge with everybody. All right, so these are other ways of building a website now. And, but one thing about WordPress that we are using is that WordPress can work as a CMS website. WordPress is a CMS website. But WordPress can also stand for, hey, I didn't add one there. Okay, drag and drop website. Okay, this is it here. Website builder can also be drag and drop interface. But CMS can WordPress can also stand for drag and drop. You drag and drop there too. E-commerce, WordPress can also be a e-commerce website because there are things. But then before WordPress can become an e-commerce website, that means you install something on website on this WordPress, and that will be WooCommerce. I didn't add WooCommerce to this example here, but WooCommerce, you will see it here. This WooCommerce here is what makes WordPress become an e-commerce website. WordPress here become an e-commerce website when you add this WooCommerce to it. Now, Shopify is mainly an e-commerce website. You will like it or not, Shopify is e-commerce website, but you can actually use it for other things, just like to display things and all that. But what Shopify is made for is for business owners, people that want to sell and stuff like that on Shopify. Automatically payment method and all that comes with Shopify when you start using it. But for WooCommerce, it doesn't come with it automatically until you install WooCommerce on it. All right, so that's that. So let's just jump to the next thing. So now, talking about the foundation of a website, one thing that everybody will tell you, except people that code, they will take you straight to start coding HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That's what they will take you to straight. Now, when you are good with this theory, they will now show you how to get it online, how to make your website come live, and that's when they will be talking to you about domain name and hosting. But that's different from WordPress. WordPress will talk to you about domain name and hosting before you even start designing, because it is very important. Because without domain and hosting, you can't start a WordPress website. WordPress website, you need, because it is an CMS website, you need an hosting that can contain a CMS website where you can install the WordPress. A CMS is like an let me see. It's just like you want to how do I put it? You want to download an application on your phone. if you don't have some software on the phone like Play Store and all that, you won't even get a chance to download. How should I put it? Get the chance to download those apps on your phone. There's a place, there's a memory on that phone where apps are installed, right? There's a particular memory, the RAM and all that, where apps are installed. So now the hosting you want to use must have that RAM, right? Must have a chance for CMS on their hosting where you can install the WordPress. So it's not every hosting that actually have have the CMS chance of you installing a WordPress. Generally, what you need from hosting is a file manager, right? When you put your code on that file manager, you start displaying, and you add your domain name, you start displaying on the internet. They take you live. They bring your website live. But one thing about WordPress is that immediately you install WordPress on your hosting, automatically your file of that WordPress go to the file manager of the hosting, and that's how your website go live. If you go to the file manager, you will still see all the codes they use in building that WordPress in that file manager, because if your details are not in the file manager, your website cannot go live. So your hosting must have CMS where you will put this WordPress, where you install the WordPress. So so we will still talk more about this domain. So from here, I don't need to be reading this to you again, but let me just understanding how to register a domain name and choosing reliable hosting service is fundamental, very, very important. See, hosting can determine the speed of your website. Hosting can determine if your website will crash or not. If your hosting crash, your website don't crash with that. If your hosting is slow, now we know something about SSD and hard disks, what do they call it? ADD, HHD. So the old laptop they use HHD, right? And the new laptops now they use SSD. And what's the difference? SSD memory are faster to access than HDD or HHD. Sorry, can someone correct me on that? Anybody into laptop into these things? I think I should see. Nobody's talking. Oh yeah, because all of us don't know. Is it that HDD or HHD or something like that? All right. So I'm very sure of SSD. Now my laptop now is SSD, and that was one of the main reasons I bought it, because it's faster. SSD memory are always faster because they are portable and they don't have fans and all that will start cooling them and all that. So they are faster. And same thing with hosting. There's this server they have in their office where they store your, I said file manager. Now where they store your file to take it to the internet. Now that's where they have the memory they are using in saving your website is very important. Some are still using the HDD or HDD to host your website, right? But some now are using SSD. When you are using an hosting provider that is giving you SSD, you know that your website will be faster. It will load faster and all that. So, and there are other means again to make your website faster. After knowing that you have gotten an SSD website hosting and all that. So after the domain name and hosting, the next thing is we've talked about is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You don't need that if you are not coding, if you are not a front-end developer, if you are a WordPress developer, you don't need that. Responsive design. This responsive design is very important. It's very, very important. In the world we are now, your website needs to be able to adapt to any kind of system. Now, if I open my website for you, okay, let me share my website with you. Some people may not, it's possible some people have not seen my website before. Okay, let me share. I will need to share my full screen now. Okay, let me share another window. I need to stop this presentation. Pardon me. So I want to show you my website and show you what responsive. Though I'm sure you've seen it there. You already know. Okay, let me open this. BZ. Okay. Pardon me. All right. I hope I'm making sense, Sha. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, my website is bzbezelo.com. bzbezelo.com. Okay, this is my website here. You can see my website is at least, this is fast now. I open it and voila. It's showing everything already. Okay, I put this. You can see how big it is on laptop now, right? You can see how big it is. You can see everything looking good. Maybe later during the training, I'll show you the first website I built with coding. But I had to change it to this one later because I became an expert on WordPress, and I love WordPress. I love using WordPress. I became very lazy. So this is my website. You go to service now. You see the kind of service we provide. We see our services here, as you can see here. You can see here graphic design. You see the reaction. This reaction on, if you are using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, this reaction is CSS and JavaScript that will help you to get this kind of reaction that you are getting here. As you can see, everything here. So now I want to show you now in mobile. If I want to see my website in mobile, how do I see it? How is it going to show? Okay, sorry. I don't know why this is not showing me. Okay. How is it showing the web? Can I show that? Okay. This is my website. If you switch it to mobile now, this is my website. You can see everything. This is what we call responsive. Immediately, it adjusts to. If you see here now, I can adjust it to any size. It will be every content in it will adjust to any size it enter, any kind of mobile. Even if you any kind of mobile. Now WordPress is very good. Almost all the WordPress theme now that you can get can adjust to desktop, can adjust to laptop, can adjust to what do they call tab, can adjust to mobile. And you see now immediately all the header now come to this, and you see everything. You need to build a responsive website that if the client is not using it on the phone, when they use it on laptop, it will respond. As you can see, everything we saw that was big there adjusts to the new device. So that's what we call a responsive website. It's very important. If you don't know how to do this, sorry, you are still in 2006 or 1994. So now if you want to have clients, you need to know how to build a responsive website. You see, immediately you adjust to a big screen. All right, so this is what we call responsive. Sorry, I'm used to speaking pidgin and all that, and now I just learn English. English not really build website, sha. Now waiting, you go you go deliver. All right, so okay, let me switch back to the normal presentation. So I'm thinking, the way I'm seeing it, I don't know if we need to extend this class, because that's 6 days like this. Unless if I want to rush this thing, and I want to make sure that there are people here that can actually make.
Well, we need to extend the class.
Is that we should extend it?
It's so complicated.
I didn't get you. I didn't hear you.
I said the thing is so complicated.
We should extend the class. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we see to that. Just let's calm down first. This class is really affecting a lot. I should be doing something right now, and I promised the client that I will deliver some things today, and I've not even started working on it yet. So I will do that this night, Sha. So let's see how it goes, Sha. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we have to extend it. All right. So let me see. Okay. Now coming back to this, after knowing how to make a WordPress website, but you see this responsive design. WordPress has made it easy for you. You just need to check the theme you want to use before you use it. And I'm going to actually recommend themes you can use on WordPress to you that you can use to build anything. and all these things are responsive. So you don't need to worry about this thing as far as you are using WordPress. They will respond. It's just that when you are making your design too, there are little adjustments you have to make. You have to check it on mobile, how it's showing on mobile and laptop. Maybe it's showing right. If it's not showing right, you have to make your adjustment from your side. All right. So you have to make sure that the kind of website you are building can show on all these things, or Chrome or any browser. You should make sure that your WordPress, you don't have problem with this. If you are using a good hosting, you are using WordPress, your website is going to show on any of the browser. And SEO is very important for the sake of your clients, for the sake of showing that some people are actually based on SEO. See, after building a website for your clients, some people will go on internet, look for all these new websites like that, all these small business owners, and they will be sending them email that they can help them with search engine. They can make sure their business is taking #1 ranking on Google and all that. So this SEO, there's a course on it. There's a course on its own that you just want to learn SEO. If you know SEO very well, you can actually achieve a lot on it. Some people have built a good website, but you can't find it on Google. When you search for the website, you can't find it because there are some things they didn't do, and there are some secrets that if you don't learn all these things, you can't know it. You can just be a website developer and you will just be. I know website developers that have come to me and be like, I'm a front-end developer and all that. How do you do this SEO stuff? How do you make sure this thing work on WordPress and all that? Some of them, it depends on who taught you all these things. It depends on where you made your own research too. So SEO is very important if you want people to find your website on any search engine. If I open any website for my client today, in the next 3 days, SEO is one of the things that I will install on it first. In the next 3 days, you will be seeing that business on Google. I can show you all my clients now. If you search for that, for the name of their business now, you will see it on Google. So that's one of the things you should do first. Now, that's one of the things you should make sure you do first. But sometimes you have to put extra work. That's when you have to learn this thing in full. You have to put extra work if the kind of website you build is having a lot of competition. Now, what example now? Okay, I'm trying to look for a common. Okay, let me just use Jumia and Konga. I'm trying to look for a common stuff like that. Now, okay, if you look at some websites that some businesses that have competition, some businesses that has a lot of competition. When you search for them, anything pertaining to their business on Google, some of them pay for adverts. So immediately you search for them on Google, you see them at the top. But if you check down very well, you see that that's adverts. Now, if there's a lot of competition on some websites, you will need to use ads to make and even when you are using Google ads, that's why this search engine SEO is very wide, because you need to know all these tags and all that. Now, even when you are doing that's why, let me see, people that do Google ads, do Facebook ads and all these things for business, like they do it as business, they contact business owner, I can advertise for you on Google and all that will make your sales go high. Those people have learned about this thing. They know this thing very well, because it's very important even when you want to use ads, you want to do adverts and all that on Google and Facebook, because now there are some times that the competition on your business is very high, that you need to actually budget higher. Even though if you are not going to use all those other budgets, you need to budget higher, above every other person that have done advert before. Because if someone actually budget $200 per month for advert on Google now, if you budget $200 per month on advert for Google, and another person comes and budget $300 for advert on Google, and both of you are doing the same business, when people search for that business, maybe website developer in Ibadan, if you search website developer in Ibadan now, my name dey down. I never even get time for them, plenty die. My before you can see me, you don't go like 200 people. I plan to work on that, but I'm very, very busy. I've been very, very busy. So, and God have been blessing me. I don't really get my clients through social media and all that. I get most of my clients through referral. If I work for this person, I like your job, and they will refer me to another person. So that's what I've been. So that's why I've not been really paying attention to that. And so all these things, when someone pay like $300 for advert, for budget like $300 as advert for Google. Now when someone search for that same business, Google will show first the person that did budget of $300. That's the person that will be at the top before they show the $200 person. Same thing if you are not paying, if you are doing SEO. The person with the strongest SEO will be shown at the top. Like the person with the strongest SEO will be shown at the top. That's why SEO is very important. And website security. Website security. I told you about SSL yesterday. SSL certificate is very important because that's what will make your website secure. Now I told you that some hosting will tell you to pay for this thing so that they can do it for you automatically. Some hosting will tell you that it's free. When you buy, they will do it for you. And some you might buy and after 24 hours they've not done this for you. You can actually do it yourself. Some that said you have to pay for it, you can still do it yourself. So all these things. So now you see this HTTPS. I had an issue with one of my clients one day. The client I told you that there's over Sabi in his head and all that. I had an issue with the client. Now the client is saying, why is it that his website is not showing? When I sent the website to him, I just sent direct. I didn't put any www dots. So he was like, why is it that there's no www dot there? Nah, is that how to build website? Okay, this www dot you are saying is old already. You don't have to type www dots on Google before. You just have to type the website name and .com, and automatically it will add the www dot to it. But now it's not even www dot again. It has changed to HTTPS. Now, if you can try it now. If you have a www.com dot any domain www.anydomain.com in any platform like WhatsApp and co, you won't see a preview. But if you add HTTPS / then you will put the domain and all that, you see a preview. Because this HTTPS is I don't want to go too far into it. What you just need to know is that when you have a website, when you build a website, when you go online first, if this CSL certificate is not there, what you will be seeing is HTTP. Now, if your website is under HTTP, your website is not secure. So how you can get your website is HTTP domain name, your website will be showing not secure. But immediately you install the SSL, this S will add to it automatically. That even if anybody type HTTP / your domain, it will automatically add the S to it by itself because your website is already secure. So that is that. I've talked about content management already. Performance optimization. This performance optimization is very important for the speed of your website. It's also important. I think I mentioned yesterday. It's also important for the SEO. The speed determines if the speed also is part of the thing that Google is looking for that will make them put your website at the top rank and all that. So the speed is very important. So optimization means you clearing some jargons of your website, some loads that you are not using. Maybe you may add some image to your website that you are not using, and they are going to occupy space because you are uploading the website on a file manager on a RAM, right? I use an example of RAM. Now it's occupying space. The more things you put on it, the more space is occupying. So if it's occupying that much space, you know that too much space. You know, even our mobile phone, when there's too much things on it and the memory is almost full, you start getting slow, right? Same thing with website. So sometimes you should know the capacity of the hosting you want to buy if it's going to contain what you want to do. So all these things are very, very important. So optimization, the MB of your image that you are uploading on the website. If you are seeing image, if your client is sending image of 30 MB to you, maybe raw file, and you are collecting it and you are uploading it direct on your website, I pity you. Your website will take it will take it will take like 1 minute to be loading, and 1 minute is a very very bad result on a search engine. Very 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 very. Your website should not take less than, should be taking like 2 seconds, 1 second, 5 seconds is what your website should be doing to go online. Even 10 seconds is too much. It's too much. So that's that. Let me just be that. Accessibility. All these things are very important. I'm skipping that. Go and read it. Testing and bugging. I will still talk about that later. You need to test your website, the functionality and all that. And these functionality aspects are very, as you can see. Yeah, sorry. These foundations are very important. So all these 10 things I've mentioned so far, they are very, very, very important. If you know them, your website will be good to go. Good to go. Now you see what I said yesterday. More details on domain hosting. I actually wrote this specially because I know I'm teaching WordPress, and it's very important for you to know the decision you make on your hosting and domain is very important. Always advise your clients. If your client's business name is Ashake, let me look for a long name. Ashake and Olamide, maybe she and her husband, they are the owner of the business. Maybe Ashake and Olamide Connection Worldwide. This is the name of the business, and she wants to open a website now. And she said, okay, use my business name. You need to advise that kind of person that you need to cut this thing short. If the domain is too long, is a problem. You need to think about people that want to use this website. Will I sit down and start searching? I want to buy something. I will now start searching for Ashake and Bukola Collection Worldwide.com. It's too long, it's too stressful. Many people are lazy when it comes to internet, very, very lazy. And that's why you see people, platform like Instagram and all that, making updates all the time, making things easy and all that. People are very lazy. When they know that Jumia open faster, Jumia is easy to type, they will rather type that Jumia, go to Jumia, before they will go to Ashake and Co, Foodstuff, Kinikon.com. So always try to use the shortest website, the shortest domain name you want to use. Like now, I wanted to use www. Sorry, I don't know why I'm mentioning this. I wanted to use Bezalel.com for my website when I started, but the Bezalel.com has been taken by someone else already. So I had to add BZ to it. So you need to be very creative in the domain. I still make sure that it's not too long and all that. So tomorrow we'll be talking more on this. Hi. One more. I actually thought I will show you. Okay, let me skip to this now. Please go and try to read this domain. Read this domain. Read the foundation, setup, installation, and all that. I will explain better tomorrow, because I think by tomorrow we should be able to do practical. I should show you how to install WordPress on any hosting. So now, let me show you some hosting plan here. I think there are example of hosting plan here. Okay, I even explain. Okay, there's one thing I didn't explain here. There's something called subdomain. There's domain. There's subdomain. I'll make that example later. But .com and .ng, anything you want, that's top level domain. And second level domain. Second level domain is the name you want to put in the middle, and all that. So now, when we come to hosting provider, these are very popular hosting. I don't know why I didn't put an example of Bluehost there. These are popular hosting. Many people in Nigeria use Namecheap, and all these hosting, you can't use them without having a dollar card now because of Nigeria system. They are in dollars. GoDaddy and all these things, they are not, but they are reliable. Namecheap is very reliable. GoDaddy is reliable. Bluehost is very reliable. I can show you some now. Let me adjust my screen again. I just pray that my recording doesn't have any issues, because I don't want to disappoint anybody today, so that you can go back and watch it. All right, so let me see. If I actually have enough time, I may actually do some part of this class. I may do recording before lecture and just send it. So I will not do that again if I have time, because I'm trying to look at we should not extend this lecture. Okay, let me readjust my screen, what I'm sharing. Okay, let me share all my windows now. I want to stop sharing this. All right, share screen, share windows. All these things are showing entire screen. Okay, let me just share my entire screen. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so example of domains now. Let me see Namecheap. This Namecheap here, right? This Namecheap. Namecheap.com. Okay. I think my internet is slow. My internet is slow. I don't know. Yeah, I had to get problem. Okay, so Namecheap, GoDaddy. I just want to show you something really quick. GoDaddy.com. Wow, this thing is very, very slow. Why? Namecheap. Namecheap.com. Oh my God. Can everyone still hear me?
Yes, sir, we can still hear you.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
we can
you.
hear you.
Okay, I thought my internet is having issue. My internet is having issue actually, because everything I'm typing out now is not loading. Okay, I didn't hear what you're saying, though. But okay, thank God there's too much load. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now they consider Namecheap as one of the cheapest hosting provider and all that. Many people consider it, but me, I'm going to show you something more cheaper than this. Now, where these people get you is, they will tell you this thing is just for this price instead of this 13. You see now, they say everything you buy .com, if you buy Bezalel.com now, it's just for 9 points. All right, you said? Okay, I can hear you.
I sent you some questions asked to your WhatsApp.
Oh, why I'm not getting notification? I don't know. Is that means my internet? Sorry. Okay. What's the difference between .com.org? Okay. Please, sorry to take your time. Have you taught us on how to create website already? Because I'm lost. Okay. We've not even started. Eh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we've not started building websites. I sent something on. I sent a link of YouTube video, a summary of what we did yesterday. You should have checked that. You would have known where we stopped. So we've not started yesterday. We just started yesterday. It's not possible we are already building a website. So I'm showing the process now of how to build a website and all that. Okay, .com.ng does all these things. We still talk about this. I don't want to use that to take our time. It's very simple though. Let me just say it. It's very simple. .com means .commercial. .org means .organization. So now, if a church won't come to you that they want to open a website, a church can use .com, they can use .org. But me, I always advise every church. A church is an organization. It's better they use .org, right? So a commercial business and all that, they use .com. .ng means your country. It's as simple as that. If you see .ng means .Nigeria. If you see .uk means all these things have meaning. .ca is Canada. All that. So all those have meaning, they have meaning. You can see .biz, you see .store, you see all those things. Someone that is using .com, you can, if you are a business owner, you can use .com, you can use .biz, you can use .store, you can use all those things. So that is very simple. So .com now here, they said is $9.98 per year. Now they said instead of $13, that means they are giving discounts. There's 29% off does this, but this is a scam to draw you closer. Now, when you pay this first year, the next year they will remove this. They are $13. This is just for 1 year. The next year they are removing the $13. Though in the process while trying to buy it, they will explain to you that the next year you'll be paying this $13. So that's one thing you should know before you take any offer. And okay, now like I told you yesterday that WordPress has taken over. WordPress has taken over everywhere, and we have 40% of websites on the internet now that were built with WordPress. So, and the more are still coming, your own is still coming. You go out join now. Maybe by then you go turn 50%. All right. So now, when they notice that WordPress has become something like that, hosting providers started creating another WordPress hosting plan. They make WordPress a business. Now, all these hosting they have better offer for WordPress than each other. Everybody have offers for WordPress. Everybody have offer. Most of everybody. Now, if you have a website that you are not seeing WordPress there, check very well. If WordPress is not in their offer, it's better you don't use it. That means they don't have any special attention to WordPress, because it can actually affect the speed of your website and all that. So many people now are paying attention to WordPress. The hosting I was using before, they don't pay special attention like this, but they actually notice that their hosting can actually, you can actually install WordPress on their hosting. But why after like a year they have to find a place for WordPress, because most people are now using WordPress to hold their website. Like the example my colleague gave yesterday, his company started using website. They stopped paying the backend developer and they asked him to take charge to use WordPress and all that, and it's hard to start. I'm one of the first people he contacted that I've not used WordPress before, so show me the way. How do I go about it? And I had to just show him a few things, and he testified to you within 2 days he was able to do something with WordPress. And okay, so I think we stop here today. We have to stop. But I'm just showing you hosting now. But I don't know how fast you guys can be. Okay, I just want everybody to. This is the hosting provider I want us to use. This where is it .com domain at 700 naira. But we actually collect. If you are doing per month, we are collecting this 700. Oh, sorry, what I'm saying. .com domain is 7,000 naira. 7,000 naira. Now this 7,000 naira now is their own price. Now, if you are buying from Namecheap now that is collecting $9. Dollar don't go up for Nigeria. $9. You are paying more than 7,000 naira, and the next month they are going to collect $13, 10,000 naira. So this is very cheap. I'm using TrueHost. Okay, you can send the link to this TrueHost. The link I sent to you, Janet, you can send it to the group chat. You can go and check it, but don't buy a domain yet. But you can register. Just register. Use the link I sent to you. Just register. The link I actually sent to you. There's no time to explain. The link I actually sent to you is an affiliate link. And I will actually speak on affiliate. But just send the link. Janet, send the link to the WhatsApp group chat. Let people go and check their hosting. And these people, they are wide. One of the reasons why I like them is that they respond fast to chat. See, when you chat them up here, I don't even use their WhatsApp. They have another means of chatting there. You see that when you log in. I think it's going to float here or something like that. So they are very. See, I can't. Okay, this is the chat. They are very fast to reply. Now, if you are just starting a website, you are just buying your first hosting and all that. This is very important for you to look at hosting that will reply you, that have agent that will reply you immediately, because you may have problem at any time. The problem may not be from your website, may not be from you, it may be from your hosting. You should have hosting that you can contact at any time, and this is why I chose them. Now, some hosting we have this, and when you message them, they will not reply. After 2 hours, they will send you an email. That's still good. Some, they will never reply you. So if you are using a hosting that will never reply you, then you must be an expert, know what you are doing, know how to adjust things yourself on your hosting, know how to do something. Now, there are some things that when you charge these people, they will tell you, okay, I will do it for you. Now, I can charge them up and say, please help me install my SSL. They will install it for you. But some hosting will never attend to that because they have a lot of customers already. So they have a lot of customers already. These people are still growing, and they are really trying. All right, just say she must have sent the link to the group chat. Just let it stay there. We talk about that tomorrow. I think now some people were raising hand yesterday, and I told them if you have any question, drop in the group chat, because I know if I start asking questions, if I start attending to questions here, it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. So it will take a lot of time, and I don't want to really take our time like that. Wait, though, what's happening today? What's happening today that I'm not getting notification that our lecture will soon end in like 3 minutes? Google Google Meet don't give me. All right. Okay, 3
Me, I'm
minutes.
getting a
Okay, you are
notification.
getting.
Notification
Okay,
here.
okay, all right, all right.
I'm getting a notification.
Okay, so, someone said that. Can you explain it to us via WhatsApp? WhatsApp. See, I can't really. Sorry, can you mute yourself? I'm hearing noise there, Mr. Abdullah Moon. Okay, so now if it's, I can't really explain anything tonight. See, even if you send message to that group chat tonight, I will not be able to attend to it. I have a lot of things that I need to attend to. But by midnight, I will be able to attend. You can drop your question, and I will attend to it. But about this hosting, this is the first thing we are doing tomorrow. I will teach you how to do hosting, how to buy hosting and all that, and I will record it. So after tomorrow, you can actually buy hosting tomorrow night, and we can start building websites. As From tomorrow, we go into installing WordPress. So if I teach you all that tomorrow, you can actually buy hosting tomorrow night and install WordPress yourself. If you want to follow me step by step, then you can follow me like that. So if you have any other question, make sure you drop it on the group chat. By midnight, I will reply them. Okay, I think I've seen all the questions here. The award she sent me. Thank you very much for joining tonight. I really appreciate. I'm really happy to doing this.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. You are welcome. God bless you. Thank you. So I'm expecting everyone again tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 9 to 10. 9 to 10.
Okay, sir.
So if we are going to
Because
extend the class, let's just do it till what's it now? What's the log out? Time out. Time out. Time out.